Hey, howdy, hey, welcome back to my channel. For today's live stream, I'm going to be reviewing RuPaul's Drag Race Season 18, Episode 14, on the Morning Bitches Challenge. So if that sounds good to you, make sure to hit that like button, comment down below what you thought about this episode, and hit that subscribe button, become part of the Samager community. You can also follow me on my other social media platforms at Samager Hour on all platforms. Before we do get into this episode, I do just want to put out a quick little disclaimer. Do not send hate to any of the queens mentioned in this video, because that's not what these are meant for. These are meant for us to have a fun time over here on the side of the interwebs, talk about all things Drag Race, and have cute little kiki. Whew. There we go. The intro done in 50 seconds. Let's go. So, we're going to be talking about this episode. Again, we were at top 4, episode 14. This season is quickly wrapping up. It has been a long one, for sure. And before we do get into this review, I do just want to give some quick thoughts as to this episode. I tweeted this earlier. They really should have just done a Rumix challenge, because I feel like that would have been a lot more entertaining, and I tend to enjoy the Rumix songs for at least like a month afterwards. And I feel like we could have gotten a really cool Rumix number. And it feels to me like the judges, the production, whoever you want to blame it on, wanted Juicy not to win this challenge. And they wanted Juicy to go home. To me. Which ultimately, like, if you think about it, makes sense. Because next week is Lollapalooza. And I feel like we are going to get a very entertaining Lollapalooza with Juicy in it, so I get it. But also at the same time, I'm like, it could have been a Rumix. And then I think we would have had a completely different outcome. No hate to this challenge. For me, I think a Rumix would have been more entertaining and a overall better episode. But I also think it would have resulted in a different queen going home. So, hey. It is what it is at the end of the day. Like, production does what production wants to do, and they're going to pick who they want to go when, and it is what it is, right? Speaking of picking when people go home, Jane Don't went home last week. We are at top 4, and it does not include Jane Don't, and this was not how I predicted this season going by any means. For me, Jane Don't was a clear front runner, and having her go home definitely opened up the competition for the remaining 4 queens. So I do think coming back into the workroom after Jane's elimination was shocking for a lot of the girls. But at the same time, if I was one of the girls in this competition and Jane Don't, the clear front runner, was just eliminated, I would be like, oh shit, I actually have a shot on this season. I can actually win this season, which is kind of gaggy. So I'm happy for the girls, not happy for Jane, obviously, because like Jane deserved top placement. Jane deserved to be in the finale at the very least. I wanted to make sure my sound was working. All right, sorry. So, yeah, overall, top 4 is not the way I saw it happening. Jane is not there. I'm a little upset about it. I'm also not RuPaul or production. So, the girls are gagged. The girls are a little upset. They were all really good friends with Jane. I think this is a very close top 4. I think this is very much a kumbaya season. Kumbaya season, which is fine. But sometimes it gets a little boring, especially at this point in the season. So, top 4, not who I predicted, but it is what it is. Also, previous week, Mikey won the challenge. Mikey now has 2 wins? 2? So, Mikey won this week, makeover. Is it 3? How many wins? 4. No, this would have been Mikey's third win. And then now that we're, spoiler alert, but Mikey wins this episode. So Mikey now has 4 wins going into the finale. So Mikey is very much a clear front runner in my opinion. And then we have Darlene with 1 win, and we have Nene with 2 wins, I think, and Juicy with 2 wins. So it's an interesting point in the competition to see how the rest of this is going to play out, right? So I love this moment where they're all saying their names. Like, it was cute, very much Powerpuff Girl moment. I love that. Oh. So this was a cute moment. I enjoyed it. New day. Oh my god. New day in the workroom. RuPaul comes in and tells them that the main challenge this week is going to be a morning bitchet challenge, where they're going to have to be paired up and do a morning show. So, instead of a Rumix, we're doing a morning show challenge for the final 4. This feels a little stunty. It feels a little bit weird to not do a Rumix at this point in the competition, but hey. So the queens have to pick up their groups, pick who they're going to pair with at this immediately. Like, they don't really have much time to choose. Mikey's like, I don't really want to work with Juicy because last time I had helped Juicy out a lot when I worked with her for the RDR challenge. And then ultimately, Mikey ends up working with Darlene, and Juicy works with Nene. So those are the pairs going to the going into the actual challenge, which is interesting. I think Mikey and Darlene were definitely a stronger pair going into it, just because they both already feel like they know what they're doing a little bit more in the competition, whereas Nene overthinks, and Juicy sometimes feels very insecure when it comes to challenges like this. And this, spoiler alert, is something she felt very insecure about. It felt a little set-up-y. But hey, the episode played out how it was going to play out, right? So they do this write-up bit, although I don't really understand what they were writing up, because ultimately, sure, I don't know. A lot of this is feeling like production's like, we're going to film this, and then we're going to film this, and then we're going to film this. They also do a tic-tac chit-chat with RuPaul, featuring some AI slop art, which really pisses me off. Y'all, World of Wonder, you have money. Pay a fucking artist. Do not put AI slop bullshit on the show. Oh, this pissed me off. Oh my god, the AI slop bullshit pisses me off. Y'all have money. Pay a fucking artist. Oh my god, it pisses me off so much. Like, pay a fucking artist. Y'all have the money. You have the money. Whew. This pisses me off. Oh my god, it really, really makes me mad. Like, that was what it was distracted by the entire TikTok challenge. TikTok chit chat moment. Like, I'm just seeing this AI slop bullshit, and it's pissing me off. Stop it. Stop it. Do better. Oh, that pisses me off. Anyways, I did want to talk about Darlene's moment with talking with Rue, where she talked about her sobriety and her relationship, and how being sober really grounded her relationship. And I feel like RuPaul really connected to Darlene in this moment. I felt like this was a really, you can tell RuPaul really likes Darlene, and this was one of those moments. Like, Rue really likes Darlene a lot. Honestly, I would not be surprised if Darlene won this season. If that can be, gaggy to say. I mean, like, obviously made the prediction that Mikey Meeks is gonna win this season, and I wouldn't be shocked with Mikey winning either. But I think Rue really loves Darlene, like, a lot. I could see Darlene winning this season. All right, so morning bitches, let's talk about it. Group 1, the 8 a.m. morning show with Juicy and Nene. Y'all, this was so uncomfortable. It did not feel they felt so like this was not good. And this is what I mean by like it felt like a setup. Like no shade to Nene and Juicy, but this is not your strength. Like y'all they were taking it way too seriously, and then Juicy kept trying to be like, "Oh, I'm a slut," and I'm like, "That's not funny." I really have nothing to say about this group. Like, this group was very boring. This is when I was like, we should have done a different challenge. Like, this felt like a setup. This felt dumb. Oh my god, this pisses me off. Yeah. And I will say, Darlene and Mikey made it work. I think Darlene and Mikey did this challenge very well, and I enjoyed what they presented, and I think they committed to the challenge very thoroughly, and I think they fully stuck the landing. I just think this challenge sucks. Like, they were funny. They had funny moments. Darlene with this egg Mickey Mouse thing was really ridiculous, but I mean, they're a good pair. They have good chemistry. I think they balance each other really well. They committed to the challenge 100%. They did it the way that it needed to be. Yeah, I really enjoyed their performance in the challenge. I thought it was great. They were definitely my favorite of the night. Which again, like I said, the challenge feels a little set-up-y, but hey, it is what it is, right? I mean, this is what they give you. You need to make the best of it. Yeah, Darlene and Mikey were definitely the clear winners. Like, very clear from jump that they were going to win the challenge. No shade to Nene and Juicy, but like, we're at top 4. You can't just get by anymore. Like, if you're not in the top, you're lip syncing. The whole first impression moment. Again, this is stuff we've seen every season. It feels a little bit stale to me at this point. Like, I kind of just let it play and don't really say too much. There's not much to say about it. Like, it's the end of the season. They're ready to go. All right. This is the Sandwich Hour channel where we play Fab or Drab. Because, baby, if it's Fab, you give it a Fab. And if it's Drab, mama, put in the Drab pile. Ooh. So you can either give it a Fab or a Drab or an ab fab if you absolutely love it. First up, we have RuPaul in this little nighty moment. Not my favorite. Not my favorite. Not my favorite. Unfortunately, I'm gonna have to give this a drab. Unfortunately, I feel like we've gotten a lot better looks from Ruth this season, and this was not one of them. Which again, like, I want to know how much time passed in between filming of the main part of the season, and if they came back later, or was it like they just stayed on and then filmed the rest. I want to know how that worked behind the scenes. I am curious. But hey, not my favorite look. Unfortunately, it's a drop for me. Michelle, why didn't they give you a name card? That was weird. I didn't see one. But you look fab. Michelle looks very fab. I do love this hair. Love the mug. Love the dress. Fierce. Yeah. Ross is there. And Tiana Taylor. Y'all, I am becoming a Tiana Taylor stan. I thought she was an amazing guest judge. Amazing guest judge. You can tell she actually cared about what the girls were doing and actually wanted to really give them advice and really help them and really take this moment being on the show and giving love to the show. And I love that moment. Like, Tiana Taylor was such a good guest judge. Such a good guest judge. I thought she was fierce. So pretty. Fab, 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 fab. I'm a Tiana Taylor stan at this point. Like, she's gorge. She was a fierce guest judge. I loved it. I love her. She was great. All right. Category is drag eleganza. Best drag. Up first we have Juicy Love Dion. I thought it was cool. It definitely felt very big on her. So for me, it's a drab, unfortunately. It's very pretty. It's very pretty, and her mug is very pretty, and it looks great on her skin. I just don't love this look on her. She's so tiny and it feels so big. She's so tiny and it feels so big. Unfortunately, for me, it's a drab. But I do love Juicy, and yeah, it is what it is at this point. Nini Coco coming as the Grand Dame of Whoville. I don't know why this outfit made me think of Whoville, but I kind of love it. Like, this was my favorite look of the night. I love the design. I love the pattern. I love the hair. I love that it all matched. It was very fierce. Very, very, very fierce. It fit for Nini. It felt very much on her brand, and I love that. Yeah, I love this look on Nini. I thought this was fierce. Fierce is fierce, and this is definitely a fab of the week. A fab of the week. It's my favorite look of the week. I thought it was fierce. Yeah, it was great. Mikey Unique's. I thought this was very pretty. It's definitely a fab. It's not my favorite look of the week, but it's definitely a fab. I give Mikey a fab for sure. For sure. I thought this was very pretty, very pageant, very Florida. I like it. I like it a lot. It's pretty. Definitely a fab. Definitely a fab. Just not my favorite look of the night, right? And finally, we have Darlene Mitchell. I love this look on Darlene. I don't know what it is. I love it. I think she looks fierce. I'm giving it a fab for sure. I love the silhouette. I love the color. I do wish she had a breastplate just to give a little bit of boobage. I think that could have been really fun and a fun addition to give it a little bit more va-va-voom. But it still looks fierce. I mean, it gives me model-esque. Very, very pretty. Yeah, she looks great. Love this outfit on her. I also love that she wore the red shoes. I love that moment for her. Darlene just like the very stupid humor, which I love. I love that shit. Like, when you keep making the same joke over to the point of where it eventually becomes funny again. I love it. I love Darlene. Yeah, Darlene was fierce. I loved it. Love her. All right. Judging happens. Ultimately, placements are the queens are put in their placements. And RuPaul announces that the top two of the week are going to be Mikey Minx and Darlene Mitchell. Like I said, it's very clear from the challenge who won. So fierce. They each get $2,500. And they each get a challenge win. So now I think Mikey has 4 wins and Darlene has 2. 2? Yeah, the roast and 2. So fierce. Darlene has 2, Mikey has 4. Which also unfortunately means Nini, Coco, and Juicy Love Dion are in the bottom 2. And they are going to be lip syncing to Super Graphic Ultra Modern Girl Like Me. by Chapel Roan. I'm a Chapel stan. I'm a Chapel stan. I am a Chapel stan. And I love the song. The lip sync was fine. I think Juicy was throwing everything she had at it because ultimately this is the top 4 and she's wanting to get to the finale. So she obviously took off her garment and had a reveal, which had nothing to do with the original garment. If you're going to do a reveal, I think it should have to do with... Anyways. I don't know. I wanted more for the song. I really did want more for the song. I thought Nene did it well, and I think Juicy did well. Just was not my favorite lip sync performance, and I love the song, so I don't know. Maybe I'm a hater. Let me know what you thought in the comment section down below. Like I said, I think Juicy was trying to throw everything she had. Nene was stuck in her dress and wasn't able to really do a whole bunch. Yeah, that's kind of the story of the lip sync. Like, that's what happened. It was fine. Not my camera falling. Not my camera falling. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this up because I don't need my camera falling again. Oh, that's embarrassing. Oh. So the lip sync was fine. I don't have much to say about it. I really don't. Ultimately, RuPaul makes a decision and decides to save Nene and Coco. So Nene and Coco is going to the final 3 in the finale. And unfortunately, Juicy LaVion was eliminated. So we have our final 3. And it sounds about right for our current presidential administration. I should not have made that joke. I thought about that joke. Anyways. This is crazy. I was thinking about this. This is like the first all-white final 3 since... Oh, God. Season 7? Is that right? That's crazy. If we had a Rumix challenge, that wouldn't be the result. Because Juicy probably would have won. Anyways. I'm sad to see Juicy go. I really am. I think Juicy was a fun queen to have. Off top, who do you see being Miss Congeniality? For me, I see Kenya Pleaser. Yeah, I see Kenya Pleaser being Miss Congeniality, like, pretty clearly to me. I do think some people might have been saying that Darlene should be Miss Congeniality. I think if you're in the finals, you shouldn't be Miss Congeniality. I know Sophia Crystal broke that, and I understand. It's possible. But I think Kenya Pleaser would be a fierce Miss Congeniality, personally. So that's my prediction. I could also maybe see Sierra Mist. But I would vote for Kenya if I were one of the girls. Yeah, Kenya Pleaser. I think everyone liked her. I think she's a sweetie. And she oozes charisma. So, like, maybe I'm a little bit biased. Like, I love Kenya Pleaser. But, yeah, I could see it. Also, next week's the Lollapalooza with all RuPaul songs. So at least we're going to get to see Juicy perform next week. That's exciting. Anyways, that brings us to the end of this review. Like I said, this was going to be a quick one. There's not too much to say. We are at a top 3 with Mikey Meeks, Darlene Mitchell, and Nanny Coco. Who do you see winning this season? I think you can make an argument for all 3. Personally, I root for Mikey, but yeah, I could see Juicy's daughter. You mean Athena? Juicy's mom? Maybe. I think it's gonna be Kenya. I'm pretty sure. Anyways, that brings me into this review. Make sure to hit that like button, share, and subscribe. Become part of the Sandwich Hour community. Yeah, that's about it. Like I said, this is gonna be a shorter one. I was not a huge fan of this episode in general. We have 2 more episodes left. All Stars is around the corner, so be on the lookout for that. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. Yeah. I think that's it. I feel like I'm forgetting something, but I'm really not. Excuse me. Like, share, comment, subscribe. I'll be back here later with another video. Definitely become part of the Amateur community and hit that subscribe button. And I will see y'all later. Bye. Ding.